Hey, what's up? This is Chosen. Step into the new studio that we've been putting a lot of work into here, and I've got a fun and interesting one for you. So I was sent a clip of someone thinking that Peril was bugged because they killed somebody with Peril. As you see right here on Mortal Macabre, it's one of the most feared abilities in the arena because it hits insanely hard, and then enemies killed by it cannot be revived. But there was a fight in the game where somebody was killed by Peril and then revived anyway, and it was super confusing. So we are going to talk about that clip. I'm going to give you a chance to see if you can figure out what happened, and then I am going to explain what happened. There's some crazy mechanics that kind of caused this Peril clip to be a pretty funny moment in the arena. So we're going to cover it. Let's get into it. Alrighty, now this is the clip that I was sent. You can see the Mortal Macabre over on the far right, and what's going to happen is he is going to use Peril to kill the Rotos that you see up on the top right, but then the Rotos is going to get revived. So let's see if you can figure out what happens in this clip. I'll let it roll. Boom, there is the Peril that kills the Rotos, and the Rotos should not be able to be revived. But here we go, and the Rotos is going to get picked right back up when they take their turn right there. So the Rotos is killed by a Peril that is supposed to block revive, but he is able to be revived, and the person that sent me this clip was really confused as to why this happened, and it took kind of a deep dive to figure out. So I will give you a second. I'll show you one more time. Do you know what happened here? Do you know why the Rotos was killed by Peril and then able to be revived anyway, right there as you saw? So I'll give you a second, and if you can't figure it out, I will explain it here in a little bit. So while you're thinking about that, grab a piece of candy if you would like something to chew on while you are considering. But yeah, we clearly had the Peril right here that should have blocked the revive of the Rotos, but it did not. So some of you astute and experienced Raid Shadow Legends players may know why, but now let's jump into the full explanation of what exactly caused that. So all right, here is what happened. You can see that we have got a Yumiko up here on the enemy team. Now, not very many of us have Yumiko because Yumiko is a very new Void Legendary and is a very solid Void Legendary. But not a ton of the player base has her because she is so new and because Void Legendaries are so hard to get your hands on, and there hasn't been a guaranteed event for her, you know, or anything like that. But if we go and we pull up a Yumiko, we will see that Yumiko has a passive effect here on the A2 that says whenever an enemy tries to place a debuffs on either this champion or an ally, has a 55% chance, we can book it up to like a 75, but has a chance of transferring those debuffs to a random enemy under Hex that was placed by this champion. So keep that in mind. Whenever an ally is gonna get a debuff placed on them, there is a chance to transfer it to an enemy that has Hex. So let's go back to the clip and walk you through this. What do we see right here? We see an ultimate Death Knight that has a Hex right here. So what does that mean? When our Rotos gets the block revive that's tried to place on him, for some reason the game codes the Peril, the block revive, as a debuff when the Mortal Macabre does it. So what is going to happen is this block revive, that chance to proc is going to happen on the block revive, and it's going to go down here to the ultimate Death Knight instead of the Rotos, and thus the Rotos is able to be revived. So let's watch this in slow motion. Press play, and boom, here is the Peril, and look what happened. So the Peril, we should see a block revive right here in red text, but look at this. It's over here. The block revive ended up going on to the ultimate Death Knight because it is under the Hex, and the effect from Yumiko procced the block revive from shifting over to the enemy under Hex, which in this case is ultimate Death Knight. But then if we keep playing, you will see that right there, look at that. It actually gives us a little bit of text. It says target changed. If you can see the block revive text fading away. So the block revive that was supposed to be going on the Rotos, it gives us a little bit of an indicator, but when there's a lot going on and you're playing on 2x and things are going fast and you don't understand how the mechanics work with a new champion like Yumiko, very, very easy to miss and think this is some sort of bug. And honestly, like, I wonder if it is a bug. Like, is the block revive supposed to be a debuff? Is it supposed to be able to be redirected by Yumiko? This is something I'll have to get like clarity from Plarium on and kind of figure out if it's supposed to be functioning in game like that, because it's not like a defense break or something like that. It's an actual block revive. So it could be like part of the actual death, but it's categorized as a debuff. So again, hard to know if this is intentional or if it's a bug or if it's, you know, perfectly intended and all of that. But nonetheless, what it means is that now the block revive was transferred over to the ultimate Death Knight, which is going to allow the Rotos to get picked up because that block revive did not actually get successfully enabled onto the Rotos. And it makes for a confusing situation where you think a champion is dead that cannot be brought back, but Rotos, alas, cannot be defeated. Rotos will not go down like that, and he is back and ready to rock. So yeah, definitely an interesting interaction there from the Yumiko A2, and you know, with an ability like that, there's going to be lots of weird situations like that. But it is something that is very interesting, because I know Morna Macabre is one of those champions that a lot of people fear because of that block revive. But hey, if you're lucky enough to have a Yumiko, you may get lucky enough to redirect that. And because I didn't have her, maybe some of you out there already know about this, but I know that I don't have her yet. So seeing this clip was something fun for me to theorycraft and dissect as to exactly why that was happening. So wanted to forward it here on the channel to you as well, and let you share your thoughts down below as well. Do you think it should function like this? Are you happy it functions like this? Do you think it's a bug? Do you think it's intended and all that? I really enjoy hearing your thoughts down below in the comment section as well. But that'll do it for me on this one. Remember to subscribe on your way out if you enjoy daily Raid Shadow Legends content. I'll see you soon in the next video. Have a great rest of your Friday and weekend as we head into craziness going on this weekend with some of the Shogger guarantees and all that stuff. I will be around on the live stream and all of that tomorrow. So I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Peace.